Good evening, this is QQ Nub Gaming. I decided to try something a little bit different this week, and I think I'm going to continue going on because I spend a lot of time looking over a lot of this information. I get all kinds of emails and notifications about all the different sales and deals that are going on, and I'm always checking on prices and what's a good deal, what isn't. And I've got a lot of years doing this, so I figured what I would do is share some of my experiences and the things that I like and the deals that I see, and let you know how they go and where they're at and whether I think it's a good deal or not. So today I got an email from Green Man Gaming, and if you're not familiar with it, this is a website that sells CD keys and codes for different platforms, and I use it frequently. Sometimes they have really great deals. Sometimes they're the best. Sometimes they've got some of the best out there. So they also have this VIP thing that you can sign up for, and it gives you a little bit extra off, and you earn some points and whatnot that you can use as well. So right now what's happening is all the publishers are doing their spring sale, their Easter sale, or whatever it is. Generally twice a year. They've Steam, Green Man, you name it, they all have their big sales. This is one of those sales. So I decided to look into it. Right here we've got this little teaser, says their Easter sale that's 80% off. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these things. So 2K games, let's take a look in here first. So the first thing I notice is you've got XCOM 2, which is an amazing game if you've never played it. Is it not going just to their games? No, it's not. Let's see if I go here. No, let's go here. No. Okay. Anyhow, so we've got Civilization, XCOM 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. So the first thing that I notice is that these deals include, like, look at this, is the XCOM 2 Digital Deluxe version. So it's a good deal if you're interested in these deluxe versions. Yeah, and you can see the standard is 20. One of the places that I go to often is this Steam prices. Sorry, I can't type. XCOM 2. And this kind of gives you a historical look at what the pricing here. So this has XCOM 2, the lowest historical price is $23.99. Alright, so here on Green Man we can see with the VIP price it's $20.57. Now it's $23.99, which is their lowest price to date currently. The Digital Deluxe is $29.99. Again, you can check that here to see. Let me see if it's even here. There's a separate package for it. So, this is a good deal. This is the price is the lowest it's ever been. So my guess is Christmas time. If you're one of these games that you want to wait on, it'll be even lower. It'll probably be $19.99, maybe $14.99, somewhere around there. So you'll save $5-10 if you wait until Christmas. But if it's a game that you've been keeping your eye on, this is a great game. This would be one that I would pick up. All right, let's take a look at. Let's take a look at Grand Theft Auto. So the standard edition is that doesn't make much sense. $50.99, while the Great White Bundle is $37.99. I'm not even certain what the Great White Bundle includes. You know, this site isn't quite as good as Steam's in giving you all the information you need, it's really hard for me to tell what's the difference here, because I'm not seeing it. It's not telling me what the difference here is. So let's go and check out Steam. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Great White Shark Cash Card. Okay, so maybe that's what this is, that it includes the cash card here. This says it's $75 here. Let's take a look. On Steam prices and see what we got. That didn't really go like I thought it was going to. Grand Theft Auto 5. Alright, so this says $30 is the cheapest price just for Grand Theft Auto. So, for $8 more, you're getting the Great White Bundle. Still trying to validate that's what it's supposed to be here. Yeah, it still doesn't say. So this is one of those things, you know, it might be in the text in here. Nothing seems to be popping out, but you might need to double check on exactly what it is that you're getting with this, because it's not very clear. Great White Shark Bundle, Great White Shark Cash Card. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what this is, but regardless, the lowest price that Grand Theft Auto 5 has been is $29.99. So you're spending an $8 for whatever the additional thing is. If that's important to you, then this may or may not be a good deal. Let's take a look at, I think they had Civilization as well. So Civilization, so this is a great game. Again, this is the deluxe version of it, $59. Yeah, see, that's the thing. They're trying to sell these deluxe versions that give you some little extra goodies for a little bit more. So the deluxe version looks like it's $12 or so more than the standard version. And the deluxe version, yeah, it doesn't say here either, so let's go here. Digital Deluxe, Digital Deluxe, Digital Deluxe. There it is. See, this is why I like the Steam. It includes the full base game, soundtrack, post-launch DLC packs. Okay, so this looks like it includes a season pass. All right, so the season passes, the post. Yeah, here's the 4. So they're $5 a piece, 15, $20, $23 or so. So here we are at 47 for the standard, and it's 12 more. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good deal if you want to buy all those other things. This is a great game, something that you could get. Again, Christmas time though. Let's see. Let's see what its lowest price is. Since it's still fairly new, they haven't really discounted this one. I haven't seen many discounts on this. Here we go. Yeah, $47.99. That's the cheapest that it's at. My guess is that this will be $29.99, maybe $39.99 at Christmas. $39.99 is probably, you'll see that $29. Maybe they'll have some crazy deal along the way, or a one-off deal, but it's still going to be a pretty, because it's a very popular game. So at best, you're $39.99, possibly $29.99 this Christmas. I've never been into the Mafia game, so I can't really comment on that. But it says it's $19. For me, when games are $5, $10, $15, they're kind of no-brainers if I have desire to play them. If it's one of those games I really like, I will go up from there, but I kind of always use Deus Ex Human Revolution as a benchmark. That game is an amazing game. I bought it for $4.99. That's as cheap as it's ever been. I think I got the director's cut for $4.99. I actually bought the original one, and then when the director's cut came out, I bought that one as well, because I wanted the little enhancements, but they were both $4.99. So I kind of use that as my benchmark. It's a AAA game. It's spectacular. The storytelling is great. The character's great. The action's great. There's almost nothing that is bad about that game. And when that game is $5, I look at that and I say, okay, obviously a new game you're not going to pay $5 for, but it's all relative, right? And there's games that I've got in my library that I haven't even touched yet, and I'm still waiting around to play them. And so by the time I get to some of these new games, they're $10, $15. All right, so let's get to Bethesda. So these are some of my favorite games here. Okay, Elder Scrolls. I actually bought this one, not recently, but I bought this. I bought the Elder Scrolls online so many times. Let's see, I bought it twice. I bought the Super Deluxe Imperial Edition when it first came out for myself. Then I bought this edition for my son to play. Then, over Christmas time, I bought the Gold Edition for the Xbox. Actually, I bought the regular edition because I just wanted to see what a big MMO like that was like on the Xbox. I've never played one like that. And it was like $15 or something along those lines. And I bought that version. But then as soon as I started playing, I was like, oh, I really love this. And like, I wish I would have bought the gold version. I thought there was maybe a way to upgrade, but there wasn't. So I actually bought the gold edition as well on top of it. So I've bought this game 4 or 5 different times. I think the base version of the game, I think I've seen it over Christmas for about $13. Let me check Steam prices here. Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, so here's the gold edition. $29.99 is the cheapest. So right here at $24, that looks like to be a really good deal. And this, yeah, $10. So, I'm one of those people that when I play the game, I like all the little goodies. I like all the little extra things to be unlocked. I don't like to spend hours and hours and hours grinding things just to unlock something. So I like to have it. Sometimes even if I don't even use it, I like to have it in case I want to use it. So for me, buying these deluxe editions or the gold editions or whatnot, I always try to do that when it makes sense. But if you're tight on cash, $10, when Elder Scrolls is on sale for $10, that's a pretty smoking good deal, because there is a whole lot of game for $10. And it's a buy to play. You buy it once and then it's free to play after that. Of course they try to get you to buy all kinds of things and all the DLCs and everything, but even for your $10, you're getting a ton of game. You're most likely going to want to spend more once you start playing it, but to get into the game, that's pretty good. But I would recommend this gold edition because I think it's great. I would recommend it on the Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation 4, so I play on Xbox One and I play on the PC. I prefer it on the PC only because I feel like MMOs are more natural fit there. On top of it, I like the mods and I like doing all that. So if you're into mods and you played Warcraft, let's say, and you were heavy into mods there, you're probably going to want to go to the PC version. If you don't care about any of that stuff and you like the base game the way it is out of the box, Xbox One is great. There's nothing better than being on a big giant screen, sitting on your couch with a controller. So either way, you can't go wrong. So now let's look at Doom. Doom, I've played this as well. I think the single player is good. The multiplayer, I wasn't quite as impressed with. But it's 50% off, and I think that $29 is about as cheap as it gets. Let me take a look here. Let's take a look at Doom. Oh, no, 19. So it was $19 over Christmas. Okay, so you have to decide. You know, it's normally $60. It's 50% off. Good for you if it's one of those games you've been waiting to go down on sale. This is a good time to buy it. It will go to $19 again, I guarantee it. So there you have it. Fallout 4, another phenomenal game. This game, I know they were giving this away, so I think I think it was probably even cheaper than that at one point. Fallout 4. No, 19, same thing. So Fallout was $19 as well. Now, Fallout's almost become they're almost giving it away so that they can sell you the DLC. So I can tell you this: I own the base game of Fallout 4, and you know, I know a lot of people love the DLC. I haven't been a fan of it. I haven't purchased it yet. So for me, the base game was good enough. Wolfenstein, I can't say that I've played it, so I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be any good or not. I also like the 3D fighters, and I am considering picking this one up. I have it on my list, my Steam list, so I have a couple hundred games on my wish list, and I don't think it's on sale here, but let's look. Street, yeah, $39. So it's on my wish list. I've looked into it. It comes with a number of characters unlocked, and then where they try to get all their money is in all these character packs. And I've read a lot of the forums. People are a little bit agitated by it because they have a season 1 character pass and then a season 2 character pass, and it's like they're constantly trying to squeeze people for money. And you can unlock everybody in the game, but I've watched some of the how-tos and just to see how easy it is. It looks like a ridiculous amount of grinding. So for me, this is going to be one of those games I'm going to probably want to wait for the game of the year where it includes all the DLC, because I just can't stand just grinding for the sake of grinding, and every day just grinding over and over again. So and with Street Fighter, you know, what's fun about it is that you've got all these different characters that you're playing, and so if you don't have access to all those characters, it's like, well, what's the point? So let's take a look. $19.99. I have a feeling that's probably the cheapest it's been. Yeah, pretty much. $19.79. Now let's see if this comes with anything special, or if it's just the regular. Yeah, so it's the regular version. So the regular version is $19.99. Oh yeah, see the deluxe is still pricey. All right, Square. See, they've got some great games here. Tomb Raider. If you haven't played Tomb Raider, if you've played the last Tomb Raider, this Tomb Raider is very similar. And I would say it's as good, if not better. I think they've included some more things to give it some more realism. I love the last Tomb Raider. It's one of the few games that I just played it all the way through. This one, same thing. $23. I think it's been a little bit cheaper than that. Which one is this? This is Tomb Raider 20th. Oh, Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's what it is. Rise of the Tomb Raider. There we go. 23. No, I guess that's pretty much as cheap as it's been. So that's a good deal. I bought this kind of game. I owned the previous one on the PC. This one I actually bought on the Xbox as it was on sale in the Xbox store a couple weeks ago for $20. So I bought it there as well. I like playing this one probably more on the Xbox. The next one is Just Cause 3. $14.99 is a pretty good deal. Just Cause 3. $14.99. Yep. So that's about as cheap as it's been. It's probably not going to go much cheaper than that, even by Christmas. So if this is a game that you've been wanting to play, I would pick it up now, because I don't think it's going to be much cheaper in the next year. It might go down to $9.99, possibly. What they also might do is they might say, okay, Just Cause 3 with the DLC, and it's $19.99. But $14.99 for the base game is pretty darn good. Hitman, it's funny. I own the Hitman games, but I've never played them. I bought the older Hitman games. They had, I think, a collector's deal, maybe on Humble Bundle or something along those lines, and I bought the whole thing for a couple bucks, but I still haven't played it. So, but I know they're popular. I know this one's been pretty good. So $29 seems reasonable. All right. THQ Nordic. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, see, this is what wasn't working last time. So let's go into here, because I saw Quantum Break on here, and it wasn't on the front page. Why am I not seeing it here? I see it right here. Oh, I see. They're just... No, maybe not. Let me see here. No, it should be here, because here's Deus Ex. Well, let me back up anyhow. Now that this is working, this wasn't working earlier. Either that or the other ones didn't. You couldn't click into them. So here's Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. $17.99, I think, is Mankind Divided, the cheapest it's been. Yeah, $17.99. Again, another game that if you've been waiting for it to go on sale, this is as cheap as it's ever been. The Deus Ex games are great. This one, I think people were disappointed in it, that it didn't quite live up to its expectations. But it's still a pretty good game. I've played it a little. I can tell you this: the first one, or not the first one, Human Revolution. When I bought that, I played it, and I was playing it. I got this, and I played it a little bit, and it just didn't hold my interest like the other one. So, my own experience is that it's not as good. Let's see if there's anything else really notable on here. Well, they got the director's cut for $4.99. If you haven't bought that, this is a great game to own, and it still holds up. The graphics are still great. They got all the Just Causes in here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these episodes, the way they do these episodes. To me, it just feels like a cheap way to squeeze money out of people. I'm just a fan of sell me the game. And if you've got something really remarkable as far as DLC goes, create that after you've given me the full game. And give me a DLC that just expands that full game. Don't say, okay, here's a game. How can we pull pieces off of it for the DLC, which is what most companies do. It drives me berserk. Alright, the only other really notable thing on here, I mean, there's some other good games here, but is Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is another great game. If you've not played it, for $7, I think this one has been $4.99. Oops, I can't spell. Sleeping Dogs. This is the definitive edition, so I think this includes basically all the extra goodies on it. Yeah, it says $4.99. Now let's see if there is Yeah, so there's so many DLCs with this. The definitive edition, I think, just includes all of those. Definitive edition, there it is. $7.49. Yeah, so I can tell you this, it's worth it. Spend the extra $2, $3 to get everything, because it adds so much flavor to it. It's worth having all of that thrown in there. You know, and you could probably, well, actually, you probably couldn't get all of it cheaper later. Will the definitive go down to $4.99 at some point? Sure, probably. You know, there are some games. $4.99 is as cheap as you're going to get a AAA game like this, anyhow. So it's never going to go below that. But you know, I'd say spend a couple extra bucks on it. All right. Yeah, I think we can move on from here. Oh wait, there's a second page. Oh yeah, here's all the Tomb Raiders. So even the old Tomb Raider. Oh, here's Tomb Raider Game of the Year edition, $7.49. Yeah, pick that up. Either pick this one up or get Rise of the Tomb Raider. If you're tight on the budget, this game is great. 20. So they have Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration pack. Oh, I thought that was the full game for $8.99. I was thinking, hang on a second. No, but that adds some extra goodies to it. But yeah, it's $23. So $7.50, $24. You know, you have to make up your mind there. All right, THQ Nordic. All right, State of Decay. I've not played it. I know there are lots of people who like it. $14.99 seems like a pretty good price. Shadowrun Chronicles, Boston Lockdown Deluxe. So I believe, I was thinking this Boston Lockdown Deluxe was everything. You know, I remember trying to figure out the naming and what was included. It's very confusing. Here's Infected Director's Cut. One of these includes everything, and I can't remember which one it was. Shadowrun Chronicles Deluxe. I'm sure this is all of it, and these two are separated out. Shadowrun is a good kind of isometric RPG game, and it's kind of steampunk. It's kind of futuristic. There's spells and weapons, and I like that kind of mixture of things. So if you're into that, this is not bad. A bad game to pick up. Let me see. I bought it when it originally came out. So, yeah, see, they have Infected Missions, and Infected Director's Cut, and they have Boston Lockdown, and it's really confusing what they've done here. $4.99. Yeah, so it does get a little bit cheaper if you want to hold out for that, but not that much cheaper. Let's see what else we got. Warner Games. Injustice, Gods Among Us. So this is a pretty good game. If you like 3D fighters and superheroes, there you go. My son loves this game, loves all the heroes. This is the Ultimate Edition. This comes with pretty much everything. $4.99. If you're into these kind of games, for me, $4.99 is a no-brainer. When something's $4.99, I just buy it if it's something that I want. Mad Max, I bought this one probably, I want to say it was $19.99 when I bought it, but $4.99, it's a pretty good game for $4.99, I can tell you that. My son also likes these Lego games, and $4.99 is as cheap as they get. So, you know, if you're into Lego games, here you have it. Marvel Superheroes, well, the Avengers one, since that one's newer, that one's a little bit more expensive. I own almost all of these, except The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. And my son's pretty much played these through, all the way through. Alright, what else we got? The best of the rest. Let's see what that is. Oh, Metro Redo. So, Metro First Light, if you've not played this is a great game. Kind of post-apocalyptic, kind of in the Fallout style, but it takes place in Russia. So it's all, the voice acting. It's not in Russia. It's English with Russian accent. The voice acting is really good. The graphics are great. They redid it with an updated engine recently. Take advantage of some of the newer features of video cards, and it looks great. So $5.99. I think you may be able to get this at $4.99. But again, if you're looking for something new, something different, post-apocalyptic, first-person shooter, this is a great game. What else we got here? Conan Exiles. Yeah, this is one that's been kind of on my list. I've been thinking about it. This is the new kind of survival game with in the Conan lore. If you're into that sort of thing, it's $24. Not bad. This game. So I actually own this game. I've never played it, but oh look, it's out of stock. They must have sold all the keys. Killer is Dead Nightmare Edition. I bought it because the graphics just looked amazing. It just looked unlike any game that I've ever seen here.
Peggy 18.
Let me see.
Defense.
However, I do need to inform you that the function of this office is execution.
It's kind of cel-shaded. It kind of reminds me of a comic book.
An executioner. The darkness.
Of course, it's the dark side. I see.
There was some
I see now why he chose to send you.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm not a patient guy.
Beware the scent of blood.
So you can see it's got some really unique
Open your eyes.
visuals, really unique
time to
animation.
die.
Graphics are very, very super stylized. They just look cool. And I haven't played it not because I haven't wanted to, not because I don't think it's not good. I have so many games in my library that sometimes I buy these games because they're such a good deal, like this one. It's been on my wish list, and when it's $2.99, it's like, just do it. Bang, got it. So that's what it was. It was cheap like this. I just bought it, and it's been sitting in there waiting for me to install it. Let's see, what else we got? Deadlight's a pretty good game. Again, $2.99. It's pretty darn cheap. Here's Metro 2033 Redo. It's kind of in the same light as this Metro Last Light Redo, but I think the Metro Last Light, if you're going to pick one or the other, I'd go Metro Last Light. Saints Row 4, it's $3.74. If you're into Saints Row, I think I pretty much own all of these. Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4. And it's one of those things, again, it was like, yeah, it looks like it's a fun game to play. So I put it on my wish list, and when it's $2.50, it's free. Again, it's a no-brainer. I just click the button and buy it. I haven't really played it though, so it's still sitting in my collection doing nothing. But I'll play it. I'll get to it. Blackguards was been on my list for a while. Blackguards $26.99. Blackguard's, the original, is $3.99. These are decent games and pretty good prices. Here's Dead Space 3. It's a great game, $3.59. Yeah, I mean, some of these you can't beat. You know, when you're talking a couple bucks for a game, that, especially a AAA game, for me it's a no-brainer. Just do it. Rocket League. I know there's tons of people playing Rocket League right now. I'm not one of them. It's just not my thing, but it looks like they got a bunch of sales stuff going on here. Star Drive, Starport Gemini, you know, some of these space games are pretty good. If you're into those, you might check those out. Oh, Endless Legends, a great game. They got all the DLC on sale. For this one, I'm kind of waiting for the... I own the game. I don't own any of the DLC. I'm waiting for the Game of the Year edition or like a bundle package or whatever to get that. Okay, so that's Green Man. So let's talk about some of the other things that are going on here. You know, we talked a little bit about ESO. Right now, if you were to pick up ESO, it's a good time. They've got this anniversary event thing going on right now. I thought I had that properly. Maybe not. Let me get back to your sorry. There it is. This is what I was looking for. They have this 3-year anniversary event going on right now. It's really great. You do this little teeny thing. You talk to a guy, and it starts this quest. You get this new memento that you can pull out of your inventory, and it's unlimited use, and you can use it once every 2 hours, and it gives you 100% extra XP, and that just stays through it. Now, but that's great. But what's even better is let's see, where is it? Right here. In addition to the above, all daily and weekly quests completed during the anniversary event will grant you an anniversary gift box along with the regular rewards. So that includes all the crafting stuff that you do. So all those writs that you do all day long, you're getting this little extra gift box. And I can tell you today alone, I ran through, I've got, I think, 4 characters. One of them that has all of the crafting skills maxed, and then the other 3 have blacksmithing, woodworking, enchanting, and clothing. So they have 3 or 4 of the other ones maxed out, and I have that on all 3 other characters, and they all do it. And I must have, if I could put a in-game gold value to what I made today, it would probably be a couple $100,000. They were multiple purple motifs, some Nern Crux, some rare crafting materials. So I got a ton of that stuff today. So this is a great event that's going on, and it goes on until the 18th, I think. Yeah, April 18th. So you still have another 8 days. The other thing that's going on is they've got Join ESO free play week. So if you're on the fence about it and you don't know whether you want to buy it or not, well, heck, if you don't know if you want to buy it on the Xbox One or on the PC, try them both. It's free, April 11th, so it starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. and give it a whirl. And you know, if you decide you like it, go back to Green Man, pick up the gold version for the plate or for the PC. All right, so let's look at the Steam deal. Steam's got a couple of good ones here. So, so we've got Dishonored. Dishonored just came out. Dishonored 2, I should say, just came out a couple, maybe a month or maybe 2 months ago. You know, it's like all games. It's $60. It's a AAA title. It's 50% off right now. So if it's one of those things that you've been waiting on, and you really want to play it, you know, $30, pretty good price. It's got lots of people. This is what I like to see. I like to see how many people have reviewed it, and these are pretty good numbers, and they're all mostly positive. So, you know, these reviews are pretty darn good. I base a lot of my purchasing decision on seeing and reading some of these reviews. So Dishonored is one of them. And I thought there was another one in here. Now let's take a look here. This is the actual. I don't need to see it there. This is my actual Steam client. No, I thought there was another one. So I'm going to take a look. Here's my wish list here. So this game's pretty funny. This Karate Master. Any of you guys that are old school, this game reminds me of Karateka, and I used to play it like crazy. But it's got a little bit extra take on it, where apparently you can build your character up a little bit. You can skill him up, make him stronger, more stamina. But it still plays very much like that game. So I've got it on my wish list. You know, it's $3.99 for me. Is it $3.99? Is it worth $3.99? I don't know. Like I said, I've got so many games on my wish list right now. You know, I put games on my wish list that I really want, and then I put games on there that I'm mildly interested in. And the mildly interested, like if this were 99 cents, boom, I'd get it. It wouldn't even be a question. But you know, it's for me. I don't know if it's $10 game. I don't think so, and I'm not sure if it's even a $4 game. But if that's something that you like, you know, it's on sale and it looks pretty funny. I also have the Vive headset, so I've got a lot of the VR games on here. It's funny, they don't really, generally they're pretty cheap. They're cheaper than their AAA counterparts by far, and they rarely go on sale, but when they do go on sale, it's not by a whole lot. So like the Blue, this is more of an experience VR sort of thing. It's not really a game per se. And it's $9.99 normally, it's 15% off, so it's 50 cents off. Meh. You know, not sure. I think I'll kind of hang tight until it comes down a little bit more. Let's see. Anything else sticks out at me? You can see all these are on sale, but nothing that's super compelling. The last thing that I'll look at is here, these week-long deals. So what I like to do here is go by the lowest price, and I do one of two things here. Look at how cheap some of these games are. 49 cents for 9 cents. Now, oftentimes you're getting what you pay for here, but when you look, you can see, you know, what the reviews look like, and this one's gotten a thumbs up, so you know, you never know. So maybe take a look at this Envoy, and see what it's all about. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a tablet game. 50 cents makes sense. So, but yeah, I mean, this is not. For me, I look at this and I don't see a $5 game. I see a 99-cent game that's on sale for 50 cents. So that's kind of how I approach these things. I'm looking through here to see if I have anything on my wish list that's in the super low price category or sort. I kind of scan these a few times in a few different ways just to see. This is the way I look at it first. I sort it by lowest price, and then yeah. So here's a perfect example. This Hard Truck Apocalypse. I would never buy this at full price. It's not a $6 game. It's old. You know, it looked semi-interesting. The reviews aren't even that great, and I think I bought it for 99 cents. It's $1.19. So it's one of those things you need to make the call. And I think when I bought it, it included all the little extra goodies. It was the Game of the Year edition or the deluxe edition, whatever that is. Yeah, see, now we're into the $2.99 range. What's this one? Yeah, here's the one that was on my wish list. It's on sale. Well, so that's about it. I'm not going to go through this entire thing here because there's a ton of them in here. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Generally, I'm going to do these on Tuesdays because that's when the new Steam sales come out. Steam has sales all week long, but their big ones come out on Tuesday. Xbox as well has them on Tuesdays, and so I'm going to try to hit these up. But I'll also do them when game events are happening. I play a ton of different MMOs. I like a lot of the free-to-play games, and when they have certain events, I'll sometimes switch my focus and I'll start playing on that game for that particular event because I want to take advantage of whatever reward or whatever thing that they've got going on. Right now I'm playing Elder Scrolls because they have their anniversary event going on. Next week it might be something totally different. So I'm going to try to keep you guys up to date on those things and tell you, these are what's maybe in the pipeline or what you should be looking out for, and any deals that I see along the way.